ready? Okay.
Hey, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Catch That. I am Naturally Elise, and that is my brother.
JR.
And we are the R&B representatives. And we got our homeboy up in here today, our guy, Mr.
Yes.
Rashad Ali, aka the R&B detective, aka Mr. Soul Effect of the R&B Talk Show. What up, yo?
Hey, what's going on, man? I feel like I've been gone for 20 years. I've been gone for like over a year, man. It's
Yes,
been a
we
good
can't do that
minute.
no more. No more.
Yeah, we can't do that. We got, yeah, what I'm saying? Like, we got some things to talk about these R&B streets.
Come on.
Because I see some episodes, but I'm sorry, but if it ain't got R in it, I need to be in it.
No, that's right.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, because I'm so ready to jump in this conversation, we'll talk about all the things you do at the end and make sure people
Yes.
can find you because your resume is long. And so, JR,
Yes.
what album did Rashad pick and why do you think it is important that we talk about it?
Okay, so y'all, today we will be discussing Stevie Wonder's 1987 album Characters. Now, y'all know here at the R&B Reps, we love us some Stevie Morris. We love him down. We have talked about Intervisions, Talking Books, Songs in the Key of Life, Hotter Than July, y'all haven't seen yet. And we haven't talked about in Square Circle, which anybody want to come on and talk about it, you can, because at least loves it 3 much. So, but when Rashad picked this one, it was like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? Because people really just stay in Stevie's 70s catalog. Like nobody really goes to the 80s. They go to Holiday in July and they kind of like stop. You know what I mean? And I was like that. I ain't even going front. I was. You know what I'm saying? And I had to kind of get into this bad. But I do remember this album. But thanks to Elise, I love In Square Circle now. I gave it a little fever, but I love it now. You know what I mean? But I just remember this album as a kid being played a lot. So we're gonna get into this album. We're gonna talk about it. It's gonna be fun. Y'all know we cuss up with Rashad, so y'all know how this is gonna go. So just
Yeah.
be prepared for real. But we know they know us as Stevie fans. Rashad, when did you become a Stevie fan and your introduction to him?
Oh, I remember. You know what's funny though? It was the album Characters when I think I was already 6 years old. Yeah,
Okay.
87. And
Okay.
that's how it's just introduced to him. As far as I remember, yeah. Because at that time when the album came out, they were still playing Part Time Lover and was it Love Light and Flight and everything else.
Yep.
'Cause, at that time BT was like the promotion machine and stuff back
Listen,
then.
used to be.
And yeah, yeah, back then.
That's why
And
we need your channel. Come on.
you already know this. It's already in the making. But
Yes.
so around that time when I saw that, my mother knows she was a big fan of Stevie Wonder, so we
Okay.
watching BET, so that's how I got hooked on it. And so yeah, so the first single was Skeletons. That's how
That's
I remember
yes.
that like it was yesterday when I saw that. Just like wow, as a little boy, I didn't know what was going on, but it caught my attention. So that's how I became a fan of Stevie Wonder.
Okay, okay. Well, yes. So the first single is Skeleton. So for me, when I heard it as a kid, because I would hear it a lot, it sound very video game-ish to me.
Yep.
Like it sound very Nintendo-ish to me. So as a kid, that just got me. You know what I'm saying? And I would just hear this played on the radio a lot. You know what I mean? And I just when I hear it, because I was so into Stevie's 70s bag, you get
Yeah.
into this, and it was like now I'm coming of age. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, how old was I? I was 1 when it came out, but I just remember this playing a lot. And I would see it on Video Vibrations, that video where Stevie is sitting and giving the little girl flowers and all of this kind of stuff. And what John Travolta was in the video, and
Yep.
it was so many people in this video. So I just remember that. You know what I mean? When BET would play videos and not reality. And we really would get all of that. And I just remember that. And I just remember playing it as a kid. And, you could just move your shoulders to it. It was very, how Elise said, 1987. It was
Yeah.
very 1987. It was like, woo, this is it. This was the time. And by this time, Stevie is a legend by this time. So he can do whatever the hell he wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
but you could tell he still was having fun with it. It seemed very fun. You know what I mean? And a line that just gets to me in this song, and y'all know this to be true, when it said, "In my face, in a way your face can't hide." I can't hide nothing when it comes to my face. I can tell you something, and if you look at my face, you could be like, he's lying, he don't like it, or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, Elise knows
Yep.
that very well. And it's like I don't have to say a word, and Elise knows what the hell I'm thinking, what my face. And I used to do that as a kid. So anytime I think about this song, I think of that line because I'm like, oh yeah, I can't. Come on, you can tell my face gives everything away. So, but I just remember this being played on the radio a lot and all of that. So this is how I like Skeletons. I like it. It was very video game-ish.
I agree with that. And I remember it being out, and they did play the hell out of this song. It's a
Yes.
very vivid memory of hearing it in the car. Um, but you know what? You know what song it reminds me of that came out a couple years after?
But
Every time I hear it, I just think of damn New Kids on the Block hanging tough. That dun, 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 dun.
Oh
Every time I
man.
hear it, it puts me in the mind
I
of,
can
and
see
that came
that.
out in 89. And so
Yeah.
it just puts me in the mind.
I ain't mad at it. You can hang tough.
Dun, 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 dun. Like
Yes.
that cadence, it just always puts me in the mind of it.
They did used to play this on Video Vibrations a lot.
Yeah, they
Oh
did.
my God. But now when you go on YouTube, it's not a great quality of it. If y'all check it out on YouTube, the quality stinks.
Oh god. I can't even post on my page.
No, I was like, there's videos that we post to when I connect with our show or whatever. I'll be like, when I look at that video, I'm like, no, we're not gonna do that. We're just you're gonna see the characters album and that's it. Like, you're not gonna see that video because that video is horrible quality. But again, it's a fun song, and you can tell Stevie is like, all right, this is a new class. To me, another thing, this is Stevie in his really commercial bag, honestly, because once he got to Women in Red and that, God, I just called to say I love you. You knew now, Stevie, like I can really make money getting this shit into movie scores and all of this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So a lot of
Yep.
this could have been in Die Hard, which it was. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Like a lot of these songs, you could tell Stevie is like, look, if the album cut ain't gonna make the radio, it's gonna be in a music film. Like it's gonna be in a movie film. Like to me, that's what his mind was. It was like Stevie, like these new kids, they let them
Yep.
have it. You know what I mean? This is their time. I had mine. You know what I mean? What now? I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna be more into the movie scores, which he
Yep.
did because what he do after this Jungle Fever, like he
Double
did the
fever. Yep.
whole score. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So Stevie is thinking about that. He like put my shit in movies. I'm there. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
y'all kids can have this mainstream shit. I already did it, done it, and all of that. So they can play this in a video game, and Stevie was gonna make money
Yep.
from it. So
I
this was
mean,
his mindset. So when I heard Skeletons, I was like, yeah, that's what Stevie is.
yeah,
So
20 number one R&B hits ain't got nothing to prove. And
you
nobody still had
know,
no goddamn record.
he didn't. Like, what am I doing? Y'all kids can't catch up to me. Y'all hot. Cause now we're in the New Jack Swing era. You know what I'm saying? This is
Mm-hmm.
87. This is Keith Sweat. This is Teddy is starting to about to really hit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
it's a whole different thing. And Stevie, like, I ain't following no damn trends. I'm good.
Mm.
You know what I
And
mean? So,
and the great thing about Stevie in general is
mm-hmm.
he always embraced what the youth were doing. He
Yeah.
always he connected with them on a personal level. He
Mm-hmm.
did collaborations. I'm sure it's a lot of stuff that we'll never know that he did something for. He did that. I'm sure it's stuff that we never knew that Stevie was on or was a part of.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say that too. I was definitely gonna say that. And it's a lot of these songs that I felt like Stevie wasn't preaching to the kids. He knew he was talking to them. Rather than preaching, he was talking to them. And that's why the production kind of sometimes been a little thin, but I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, okay, but he was still like, I ain't gonna preach to y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all through this. Cause this now, these new kids now, just like now, they don't want to be preached to. Talk to them, relate to them. And I think production wise, this is why Stevie did this album, because he was relating to the young, but also still being Stevie with the great songwriting and all that stuff. So, yeah, I agree, sis. I agree. All righty, so we going to the first song. You will know.
Oh, classic.
Oh my God, I love this song. Right. I love I love this song down. So, and you know, Stevie's gonna open the album. He loved opening albums with a message. He always did. This is like, you know, going back to the songs of the Key of Life, where he's opening
Yeah.
it with shit, Brian just sung it. What's the first song when it came out? I love to need a love
Yeah, you
today.
will know. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's going into that, and this is how you will know for real. And this is like, I just love when he just said every life has reason. Like that
Mhm.
gets me every time. You know what I mean? So I love this, and to open it like that, and you know, it's on the thin side of production, but I'm like, this is 1987. You know what I mean? And R&B is about to take another shift. Not just yet, but we're getting there, and this is there. So,
Yeah, and this song, speaking to the production, what it sounds like to me is
mm-hmm.
smooth jazz. It's a very
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
thin, smooth jazz thing, but it works. And I mean, even on a lot of classic Stevie stuff, some of those songs that were slow in that way, it's just that they were real instruments, not
right,
synthesizers. But it
right.
still wasn't a whole lot of complicated when it was like a slow song with a very particular message.
Mm-hmm.
And I think on purpose because it's like I want you to hear what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I was like, Stevie is not preaching to the kids. He's talking to them. Like he like, listen, I know what y'all going through right now. You know what I'm saying? When he say problems has solutions. Like he's
Yeah.
really like saying, y'all can get through this. I know you're going through a lot. I know things is happening. Life is changing. Things are happening for y'all. But y'all can get through this. You know what I mean? And it connected because Jodeci and Mary and them did it on Arsenio Hall. 4 years,
Yep.
what, 5 years later? They did it
Yep.
in 92. And even though KC sung the first verse, the second verse for the first verse, and Stevie had to come in and be like, no, 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 no. I'm going to sing your verse again because we're at the second verse. If y'all go look at that, I love
I
it.
remember that.
Yes. It's like you can tell Stevie when Casey started, Stevie is like, I know he's like in his mind, like, I know this boy is not singing the second verse, but okay, okay. And then Stevie came right back and sung the second verse again. So, but I love this song. I love it. I don't know. What about you, Rashad? What you think?
Yeah, I love it though because it had a great story. You know, like one scene of a character. You know, was a dude that he was in a gang. It's like he wants to do the right thing, but he got the street life going on. And I think if I am mistaken, it was I think like both his parents went to seas. He had like a little brother that looked up to him and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had that part, and then you had a part of the video where the girl it didn't really show where she was coming from. I'm just gonna say, okay, she came from like the South or something like that, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and then go to New York City. Then just that quick, you know, it's like they stole a purse, you know,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you see Stevie play the blind man, you see the guy in the pimp watching the girl the whole time and stuff. and I got really into the video, but just but the lyrics, it's crazy though because he was so far ahead of his time. Even though that was going on back then, it's still going on now. Whenever you hear stories about, oh, Shelly, yeah, she went out of town. Guess who? Yeah, some fool robbed her, took her this and that, but she's okay now. Like we got her back home and stuff. You hear stuff like that all the time, and it's crazy. Looking at the video, I'm like, man, it just speaks volumes and stuff. So
Got that video, Rashad. You so right. And Stevie with his nice trench coat in that video too. I wanted that, but but I forgot about that video, and that video was long too. It was
yeah,
a long video. I forgot about that. Oh, I'm gonna have to watch that again. I
That
ain't
coat
watched it
was
in
nice.
years.
That coat was nice though.
Wasn't it though?
That's the main thing I
yeah,
remember about the video.
Yes. I was like, yes, Stevie, yes. Where his
yeah.
man, then he wearing the members only jacket too. Like I was like, who's styling Stevie?
Somebody hooked up up good in that video.
You better believe it. Once I was like, oh, and then he got to the church, and I think he's wearing like the all black, and he's singing at the man. Whoever
Yeah.
did that fashion video, they had it on point with that.
It really
I wanted
was.
the whole wardrobe he had on.
Okay.
Yeah, Stevie was clean.
What?
Yes, he was dark and lovely.
Oh, I like what you did there.
Yeah, because he looked more groomed and cleaned up as a man and stuff. That's
Yes.
the most cleanest I see Steve ever. Not saying, not this ain't no diss like him as a man.
No.
Whoever put the studio makeup and everything together, they had him together for that project.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Salute
yes.
to whoever it was.
You see, look at him on the cover. He's standing like he's the shit, which he
Yep.
is. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like,
He's like, I look good, y'all.
right. Like, y'all ain't gonna tell me shit. I'm a legend in this shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, JR, the jackets are nice.
oh God. I'm not gonna live that down, but I love it though.
If I ain't mistaken, I think that was a Kickstarter of when it came to like R&B Bells, when it was the suits, the blazer jackets without the tie. That was kind of like the Kickstarter of like, how to dress like a man, back then and stuff. The studio makeup and everything. Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense.
Well, he's holding the mask because he's a character.
Yeah.
The mask, yeah.
Yes, that makes sense right there.
Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Dark and lovely. Baseline is fucking insane. Like that baseline is insane. And it's just for him to be a genius. He's just a genius, yo. Like I said, this album just takes me back as a kid because it sounds so Super Nintendo-ish to me. You know what I mean? Like
it do.
It sounds like a horror. It sounds like a haunted picture or something. Or like a video game like your character's in danger or something.
Yeah, and well, it was in the limo. The limo driver was playing it in Die Hard.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, again, Stevie is like, yo, this shit gonna go in the film. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though lyrically he's talking about us, because he's saying we're dark and lovely and, respect us. You know what I mean? Kind of taking it back to Black Man on the Songs in the Key of Life.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were about to say my bad.
What's up? When we was with Brian Alexander Morgan, he was like, it was a brown man. And that was a black man. I was excited about that part. Because I love, how much I love being black. And
yes,
that's the thing.
And right. It's just like Stevie he's always for us. You know what I mean? And just to see and then the feeling of his muse being on it, which was Sarita singing background on this joint. That's his muse. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know once she came into the picture in 70 with Sound Seal Delivered, it was over. You know what I mean? So for have her on this and, he's just giving you, it's the production is brand new. but it's still Stevie. It's still him. He's still
Mm-hmm.
representing us. You know what I mean? So yeah, I was like, all right, Stevie, you. This is very 1987, but I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm with
because
you, but yes, I love this song lyrically too, and shout out to Sarita, R.I.P. to her. But yeah,
yeah, I mean, I love the video, and the part I was trying to figure out towards the end of it. I mean,
mm-hmm,
it was a good ending where like the big brother he reunited. He was in the church and made his gang pray and stuff like that. Then
mm-hmm,
some dude came up to the door and he hugged his little brother. So that was kind of like him put an end to him want to be a gang leader or whatever and stuff. But the girl that he liked it, after she got done praying, then she tapped him on the shoulder and she walked off or whatever, though. But I'm like, you didn't really see no fairy tale ending for her, and stuff. So I'm like, that didn't really make sense. And I was like, dang, like, where's she gonna stay at? Like, I mean, her money
yeah,
was gone, So
yes.
it's crazy how that goes, But nonetheless, it's a classic. The beat, I mean, just the lyrics itself. It's crazy. It still goes on to this day, 2025.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's again timeless. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We could go back to this record just like we could go back to what other Stevie record that he did back in that was talking about shit. Mr. Know It All. We could
Yep.
go back to that record and it's very current. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. Yep.
Very current. Very. So this record, these two records, You Will Know and Dark and Lovely, is very current. Because
Mhm.
lyrically, it's talking about what we're dealing with now. You know what I mean? So Stevie, the genius that he is, you know what I mean? And it's just yes, and then I saw when he actually did Dark and Lovely when he did a lot of this on the Nelson Mandela Freedom Fest in 1988. He did a lot of these songs, and I love when he did this because Stevie be getting down on the low. Y'all be kids, y'all be playing like
Mhm.
Stevie be
Yeah.
grooving. Like I love when he did that with What the Fuss with Fatima. She had him on the stage at the BT Awards getting down. So y'all sleep because Stevie was up rocking, had that stadium
Oh,
rocking with
man.
Dark and Lovely, man. Y'all
Oh,
what?
my God.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
He
then we
got up
come.
from his piano and grooving.
All right, I'm finna be an asshole. So the next
Oh.
song is Part Time Lover. I mean, In Your Corner.
Oh, I mean, did
So
you
good.
lie? No.
I also have a question.
Mhm.
What the hell is this song about? Can can you break it down for me? I'm confused, and I want to know.
I think, I think it's like, okay, I think he was trying to go at, I guess it's like, the matter, if you need me, I'm in your corner or whatever, or something like that. But yeah, sometimes when you see a title, but the lyrics and stuff, it gets you lost. You're like, wait a minute now, you like misled us to something, then it just
Yeah.
goes left. So I don't know where he was at that
Yeah.
moment, my opinion.
This is when I think Stevie was trying to be young. This is when he wanted to be in his young bag to me. And to me, I think this song he's talking about having fun on a Friday night and we end up getting in trouble. And if we do get in trouble, I ain't snitching. That's what I got. Like, let's have a good time. I don't want to snitch. Because when he said at the part when he was like, what did he say?
Said they don't
If
want you there. They don't like your kind or some shit like that.
if they stop us for questioning, mums is the word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You see
Oh
what
my.
I'm saying? Like Stevie was
Yep.
kind of getting in that in that line of, trying to be, hip with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you having a Friday night, you trying to sneak us into the club, say what you got to say, but like all of this was what I was getting from that.
Yeah,
That's, and
because he said, fine women, lots of liquor and stuff for your mind. Now, where we're going, they don't like your kind. That's why I got confused because I'm like, is we about to go into a racial story? I didn't know. Like, don't go on that
Yeah,
side of the.
like, is he with a
They
snow
don't,
bunny? What's going on?
it's like, do I need to stay on my side of the tracks? They don't need like. They don't need like nobody like me.
right.
Yeah.
But then how he ended, he saying that if there's any trouble, they'll blame it on me. So I'm like, what? I'm lost. I was like, that's why with this record, like you said, Part-Time Lover Part 2,
Yep.
right? I get into this and I get into the musicality of this record as far as who's on it for real. Because, like you said, lyrically, I'm just confused and I try to get what I thought was in it. So for me, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to get into this. I'm like, because first of all, when you first hear it, and like me and Elise actually listened to the song last night, she was like, "What in the part-time lover is going on here?" She was like, "What is going on here?" And then in the beginning, when you think it's Luther on
Yep.
backgrounds for real, you like, is that Luther? But it isn't. It's like you got like 8 different people on there, but the fellas on it. This is when I started doing research on the fellas. Then you got Danny, who did background for on Dennis Edwards. Don't look any further. Then you got Keith Johns, who did background with Luther on Part Time Lover.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay. Yep.
So, you got Kevin Dorsey that did the background for I Knew You've Been Waiting for Me with Aretha and George Michael. And then he had to bring Shirley Brewer back. And you know, Shirley Brewer did all of the background on with with Wonder Love. So that's when I started getting into these songs. I was like, oh, who's on background? Who's doing this? Because the production, yes, Stevie, if you hear this, it was very recycled. And if you're a fan, as soon as it comes on, you like, Part-Time Lover? Okay. So that's
Yeah.
why I died when Elise played that. She was like, what in the Part-Time Lover is going on here?
This ain't it.
Even though I like part-time love, I know a lot of people don't. It's some people that's snobby and don't like it, but I enjoy it.
I
Yeah.
love it.
And speaking of that video, Part-Time Lover, not to kind of interject a little bit, the guy who played the father of That's So Raven, when I found out that was him in the video, I was like, I got no comments.
Say what for real?
Yeah, the part where he was kissing the girl, I think it was maybe towards the end of it. If you go back in the video, that's where he had that's where he had hair on his head.
Oh
On the phone.
my god.
Like
And I was like, you couldn't even tell you could pick any brother, and y'all got him?
Cause he was funny looking when he was
Yeah,
young.
like I can't see
It's
him as like
terrible.
a love interest. He looked like a father. Even back in the 80s, he looked like a dad. He like a school teacher. Not no sex symbol. What the hell?
It's terrible. Oh my god.
Hell. That's like getting was it Raj from What's Happening?
Oh my
I'm like,
god.
come on, man.
Y'all see
Oh,
I'm
Rashad
finna
is
log off
not
right
in.
now because I
yeah. I'm like, you could pick any nice looking brother, but y'all chose him. See, that's bad. That's what you call bad casting.
see, Stevie tried to be saying, I'm gonna be in your corner. Rashad is clearly not in his corner right
Yeah, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. Now, if
now.
I was this age at that time,
Yes.
that would never happen. That would never happen. Be like, oh, we can bring him in. No. Get somebody in. I would have got a Denzel Washington back then, I would have got Blair Underwood, somebody. But you picked Raven's father in that video. What? I mean, when somebody got sick or something? I mean, no diss to him, but come on. Jesus Christ, though. Man, made no damn sense, man. Stevie Wonder's mother rolled over a grave over there laughing.
Oh my god, not I
Oh,
cannot deal.
Because I did, and
I
see, this
knew
is
this
how
was
I
gonna
found
be
out. Because
one. I
one
knew
day,
it.
this how I found out. One day, I was, I think I was watching Stevie Wonder's video on VH1 Classic or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And this was back in maybe '07. I looked, I was like, y'all got this nigga in that video. You mean tell you could pick any nice looking brother in New York,
Maybe
and
they
y'all
was
got
all
him?
busy.
I'm sure it had to be a handsome guy in the crew or something. They'd be like, yo,
Oh,
Somebody.
y'all
and
are
we'll put him on the
petty.
camera, just teach him real quick what to do, and then he'll jump in.
Y'all
Somebody.
are so petty. Y'all are
You
petty.
know, I mean, I could see if he was playing like a bartender or maybe like a doorman or something, but you got him as a love interest. Nigga, come on. man. You know, I mean,
Y'all terrible.
that's
I can't.
ridiculous.
I can't.
You know, I mean, that's like saying, book me for Good Time, the handsome man I ever seen in my life. Come on now, man.
Oh, geez.
Oh, black people. You
Oh
know.
God. Okay. With each beat of my heart. That's what he had.
You
And I
know
don't
my
want to come
favorite
on
part
race,
of
but
it?
it had been a white person that did that. That hired a man.
That
Had to
hard.
be. It would have been on sister. That would have been on brother did that. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely not.
it went back to the album.
That's a nice detour. I liked it.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
So
So
yeah. Yeah,
so
go
it-
ahead.
which beat of my heart? Each beat of my heart. You know what my favorite part of that song is?
What?
The snap. It just sounds good.
the, it is. And you can see this record is probably so inspiring to 90s male groups, even though Stevie is doing all of the stacking of harmonies on his own. Like all of it. You know what I mean? But I know like with Boys and Men and all those guys and Shy and Silk and Jodeci and all of them had to hear this. They had to be inspired by this. You know what I mean? It's just the harmonies he's doing, and this song musically is just Ribbon in the Sky Part 2 that I actually like. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, yeah, I said it. The only Ribbon in the Sky version that I rock with is intros.
I agree with JR. I just want him to sit back
Yeah,
be the
that's
one
what I'm
being
Yeah,
saying.
messy.
yes, I was.
Blame
But
him.
I love it because the words is so. He said, "You're my first breath, my first smile. You're my first morning cup of tea." Stevie know he can write love. Come on, yes, Sip, you
Yeah.
better. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this is such a good song, and it's just like love is right there. You know what I mean? And then Stevie with his harmonica, he gonna give you that now. And like from like 431 all the way to the end, with him just stacking and him playing the harmonica, it's just blissful. Yep, I used it. But yes, you like the song, Rashad. How you like this song?
Oh yeah, man. I love that record though. I wish there was a video for that too.
Yeah,
And stuff.
yeah.
And it was crazy though because it seemed like when R&B was going through a change, it
Mm,
seemed like music was going in a direction like that was the go-to. You know, like
yeah.
Cowboy Express, how you feel about that person. I like the way you smell, the way you look, the way you smell. When you
Mm,
think about joints like that. And and it's crazy. You don't see that now, but back then that was kind of like the words. And Stevie, his pig game is ridiculous, though. I mean, nobody could touch that. I mean, all those albums, 20 number one R&B motherfucking hits.
mm.
I mean, it was like nine number one pop singles. I mean, come on now. We talking about 20. So it's crazy. That song don't get talked about. And just like JR said, people focus on the 70s and a little part of the 80s. Yeah, after that, they just like a cutoff, but that's mainstream BS, saying so.
Politics.
Yeah,
Yep.
the politics, I
Yep.
could not see myself on no mainstream radio because they had to kick me off of there after I said what I got.
Okay. Because I think by this time, you know how the powers that be is out with the old, in with the new.
Yeah.
And by this time, Stevie is, he's legendary by now. And now let's deal with the younger artists. You know what I mean? It's all about now it's MTV and BET, it's videos now. So now we're focusing more on the image of it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before it was more about the music because videos back then was just given to the record label and that's it. Nobody else saw them. It didn't matter. the medium wasn't huge. But now with everything changing, it's all about the image of it now. But yeah, go ahead.
It's characters and people wearing a mask. Like that's
Yeah.
Bing
it's,
bang.
you know.
Yep.
But go ahead.
Because
Yeah.
it no,
And
you're
I've been
fine.
those
It's just
days.
the fact that it's just with that. If you are a Stevie fan, you should have went with this is a single you go with.
Yep.
If you know his catalog and you these executives is realize, okay, let the new ones dance and party and do all of this and everything else. But Stevie, you know him from Ribbon in the Sky. You know him from I Just Called to Say I Love You. You know all of that. This would do exactly what those did. If you put the
Fact.
money behind it, put a nice little video behind it, and boom, there we go. But they didn't think about that. They think about, oh, Stevie need an up tempo to kind of compete with what's in the market right now. And it's like, you don't got to do that for him. Like Rashad keeps saying, you got 20 number one RBNs. What the hell am I chasing charts for? Like, I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not doing that. Like at the end of the day, because these motherfuckers that's new was inspired by my shit. So what do I
Yeah.
care? So that's why I'm like, this definitely could have been a freaking single, but no, the label wanted to do what they wanted to do.
Because
He was still with Motown and, and
the funny part
Motown in the
about it,
80s.
yeah, because
Ugh.
Motown was running out of gas around that time. It was very great. He was playing
They
some
did
movies,
run it out of
wherever he was doing. And if you ask a white fan, it's messed up. You ask them, like, what's your favorite Stevie Wonder song? They're going to say, oh, yeah, very stupid Stitching. And I Just Call Say I Love You. A black fan going to break down everything.
You better
You know?
believe it.
We're gonna
Yeah.
be like, what's my favorite song from which decade? Like we gonna break it down. Okay, I'll
Right.
tell you my favorite off this album, and then I still might have three faves on it,
That part. Like how we say always when they doing tributes. Where do they go?
Higher Ground and Superstition.
That's what everybody go with. You know what I mean?
And the black ones ain't much better because they always go Living for the City or
Mm-hmm.
Ribbon in
Yep.
the Sky or
Yep.
like they go for the softballs as far as being on that stage doing a tribute.
Yeah.
They don't get creative with it either.
And that's
That's
the
true.
honest truth.
And they love to do a Living for the City.
Oh, God. Yeah. You ain't lying, though, because we definitely got some bootlicking people, though. Our people, they do that.
Yeah. Listen, as much as I love that song, I don't want to see nobody perform it except for him.
I agree.
Full stop. Hey, if Stevie want to go to a concert and just sing that 20 times in a row, hey, maybe that's part of his process. I have to eat that. that's the goat. That's the gourd, you know?
Yeah. I agree. I agree. All right. So we get to one of a kind. Very 1987.
Yeah.
Very, woo. The sense of the star of the story on this record. Like, whoo.
Because, it's crazy, because that seemed like, it was like the birth of synth pop and, music was going so technology and stuff. And there was a sound that I didn't discover until I became a adult. It's called like an electric soul and everything in between. It was like a pre-New Jack Swing, but it wasn't New Jack Swing,
Mm-hmm.
It was just going, R&B was going so different. Just like JR said, like when the last time I was on here, he said R&B was going through whatever was supposed to go in the early 80s. 81, 82.
Yeah.
He said we're going to talk about that later.
Yeah, but you're right, because it was like, this is 87, like I said, and R&B is about to take another transition because we got out of the transition about 83, 84 with Jam and Lewis, right? But still, there's still people trying to find its way, and Luther is still, because this is his Give Me a Reason era. Yep. So he's doing that too. He got sounds like this on that album too. So him and Stevie was kind of still doing that, but Then Jam and Lewis comes with Janet's record, which was Control, which still had a pop appeal, but it still had the growl under it. It was
Yeah.
like the snip pop stuff on this was very because Michael even got into it because Michael just released Bad, and we gonna
Yeah.
get into that record. Get it? We get into it, but when he got into that too, and it got very pop. It's like, okay, now we're there. We're gonna stay there, and we're gonna give the people what they want. To me, the worldly people what they want instead of that, and that's why I was so happy that Terry Lewis comes in and not Terry Lewis, Lord have mercy. Teddy Riley comes in with Keith's, and it's a whole different sound. You know what I mean? Jam and Lewis opened it up with Control, but Teddy comes in with Keith's, and it's like,
Yeah. So,
boom.
The floodgates open.
Yeah.
And all the stuff with like you mentioned, Bad and Give Me the Reason, this record, they always felt like a great value version of
Yep.
trying to do Kashif.
Very thin. You
Like
did not lie there. No,
okay.
you did not.
It felt like
Nope.
they were trying to capture what Kashif was doing, but he did it. It was so complex because none of it was thin. It was all synth, but
Yep.
it wasn't thin.
Agreed.
He knew how to put those together to give you a rich sound, even though it's 80s, yeah, but
Yeah.
but it got a little more meat on it,
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
like he had a steak and these are like neck bones. They're still, they're still tasty, they're good, feed your soul,
Did you just say steak and that?
but you ain't got a lot of meat on it. But it's still good as hell on some rice.
Right.
Yeah, because it's yeah, it's like go to the restaurant, like you said, like the steak is nice, but there's no barbecue sauce, no steak sauce on it, no nothing. It's just plain Jane.
So
And
yeah, a
this
lot of that
record,
stuff just sound like diet kashif. Like they were trying to capture that and just it didn't quite curl over.
yeah,
It's,
yeah.
but I really would.
But this song was the precursor to a favorite of mine on Whitney's album. It reminded me the precursor We Didn't Know with her and Stevie. You know what I'm saying? Even though when he gave her We Didn't Know, it had a little meat on it. Like you said, it was a little bit more thicker. You know what I'm saying? Even
Mhm.
Clyde wasn't gonna let it be too thick, but he's made it thick enough. And it definitely with this, it kind of was thin. It was that synth pop time. So it was, again, Stevie is he's not looking for the the mainstream that. He's looking for movie shits and movie scores and that. This is gonna get played in Die Hard. This is gonna get played in whatever, who else was what else? John, what's his name? John Clare Dam or whatever his name
Don't
was.
play
And
there, yeah.
yeah, him,
You could
his
have put that on
movies.
Beverly Hills Cop too. You
Yeah,
could have
Beverly
put
Hills
that
Cop. You gonna
Lethal
get thrown
Weapon.
into that. Stevie thinking like a business
Yep.
with this. And I think characters was more he having fun and he doing him, but I think this was more business because he realized what the beginning 80s did for him. And once he got the characters, he was like, okay, all right. And mind you, he just did again something that was flat, but we'll get there. We're gonna get there because
Yeah, but
that's the next fucking song.
okay, but I was trying to say something.
Go ahead.
Um, I now I forgot what the hell I was about to say. That's what I get for being an asshole. Oh, on
Yeah.
that song, I like the vocals are actually good. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the melody of that. I don't like the melody of the chorus. Like I just don't really don't like the song. But I do like the lyrics though.
Because it's just you and me, like he said.
Yeah, it
Because
seemed like he was just trying to fit in,
we
and
love
that's not
you.
Stevie that we know.
Oh, he's about to start singing Barney.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That felt like a Showtime Paula artist that was trying to cover a Stevie song without
Oh
Stevie.
my God.
That's how it felt like. That's how it felt like.
I swear, me and Rashad is the shit talking tag team.
Yes,
You already
y'all,
You're,
know.
y'all is
hey,
y'all.
tag, you're in.
Oh my God, y'all is just giving it. But y'all right. Y'all right. Like y'all, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Look, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like the truth is the truth. Like I said, it's just thin. It's thin, but it's still giving you, the sense of Stevie, all of that good stuff. And the writing, like Sis said, the writing. You can never deny Stevie's pen. You know what I mean? But the thinness of it all. You know what I mean? Ah, so we discussed Skeletons. We discussed that record. Um, so we get into Get It with him and Michael. Ooh,
Mhm.
did you walk out?
Go
I
on.
hate her.
Ain't gone. I'm coming back. You can keep talking.
I can't stand even though she being shady, but I get look,
I'm still here.
as corny as this song is, I like it.
Yeah, I like it too, though.
I like it. As corny as it is, I like it. And I like it actually better than Just Good Friends to me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, everything is better than that.
Well,
I like this better than that, and I was just being dramatic. I don't hate this song, but it just sounds canned. It sounds
very,
if
very.
you took the singing out, it'd be playing in the background and Saved by the Bell in the max.
Oh my God, no, you didn't.
Oh wow, I hate it.
Or they go to a party and it just go and a whole bunch of weird computer noises. Come on, you watch them shows.
Of course, and that's why I'm laughing because you write like shit. I can hear that in the max, and they just
But yeah, but it's the production. Like I don't want it. I don't want any parts of it. But I like the singing. I like the melody of the song. Like I like the
Mhm.
song. I just don't
Yeah,
like the music behind it.
yeah. Because it's like Mike came in aggressive. Like he
Yeah, he
came
did.
in very aggressive. Like,
Well, you see how hard Stevie was singing, and I do love when Stevie go off like that or he growl. That's my shit.
and Mike came in there growling. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike
Yep.
came in there growling, but again, this is his bad era. He wanted to show you I got an edge. So I'm coming in. I'm coming in with the aggression and all that. You know what I mean? But it's just I think I love the vocal battle with them at the end. That
Yeah.
that's really what
Big
makes the
difference.
song. Even though, like Sis said, it's the production of it all. It's corny. It's black. Whatever. But I still like it. But it's just the way that what I'm saying. Gonna get it. Gonna get it. Gonna get it. Gonna get it. And they kind of going back and forth with each other, and it's little brother, big brother going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's what I liked about it. You know what I mean? It's just the sparing of them two, and you know. And then Michael, one time at the end, had to go, whoa, okay, wait, all right, all right. You know what I'm
So
saying? Like,
did.
okay. It's like, all right, big bro, you got it. You know what I mean? Like, you got it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, and people, I see some people was like, why didn't they release this as a single? But Michael people would not want this as a single. So, that wasn't
Haters,
that.
man.
Nah.
Yes, it is.
This is bad by now. This is what he came out with this album in
Ah,
September.
let me correct you.
Oh, okay.
That was
It
a
was a
single.
single.
It was a third
It
single.
was. Whoa. Shit.
Yeah, that was
May
like number
5th,
two R&B hit.
1988.
Oh, damn. Oh, gather my ass that I have nothing to say.
It was matter of fact, it was number 4 R&B
R&B, yeah.
and 80 Billboard.
Well, shit, I ain't got nothing to say. They got a top 5
Yeah.
to hit off this.
And it did really good in Belgium, Finland, and in the UK.
Well,
It
what
did
do you know?
higher.
You learn
It
something new
yeah.
every day.
It did higher outside of the R&B, but it did higher overseas.
Overseas. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, they got it. They went and got it,
Yeah,
and they got it. So there you go.
because I remember,
Yeah.
yeah, because I remember when Soul Train used to play that song a lot. As a little kid.
Oh.
During that '87 era, stuff like that, '88, and everything. But I found out the backstory that when Mike was promoting the album Bad on tour, Stevie said his was like the demo vocals over it. Michael heard it, he executed, knocked it out. They say knocked it out in one take or something like that.
Wow, I'm not surprised too, because when
Yeah,
you look at Quincy Jones was the vocal producer on it.
yeah,
So obviously Mike must have couldn't be in the studio, must have just hurry up, did it, sent it to Quincy, and they sent it back
yep,
to Stevie. Wow.
yeah.
Okay. I'm not surprised. Mike
And
said shit. He gave me one of Just Friends. I'm gonna give it to him, won't get it. So
because I think he was in Atlanta. I think he was somewhere he recorded it. Yeah, he heard a song and Michael liked it. He was like, all right, and did his
wow.
little verse and that was it though, And like JR said, he sounds so funky and gritty, man. It's like a different style of Michael, that we don't hear, what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, wow. Yeah. Cause two pioneers, yeah, you gonna have a
Right.
monster.
Michael
Let me
told you, Nick, I'm bad. I'm bad.
let me tell you where this single fell in Michael's uh uh single discography.
Yeah.
The song that came out right before it was Dirty Diana, and the song that came out right after it was Another Part of Me.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Damn. It was in
Wow.
the middle of them two.
And then let me tell you what song Stevie had after this. It won't from this.
What was it?
It was a song with Julio Iglesias.
Oh wow.
Let me see what album that.
Wow.
It was on his, let's see. His song performed. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it was on Julio Iglesias's album.
Damn. So what we learning here that this album wasn't really promoted.
No, it was just thrown out there.
Right. Like
Which
it,
is which is wild because it had a lot of singles. It had 6 singles.
Yeah.
ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? But they didn't. Who was on Motown at that time that they probably was giving all the money to back then? This is
Uh,
87.
I think it was Smokey Robinson, was like the main guy. He was trying to reinvent himself.
You know who was popping? Lionel.
Lionel Richie was all about Lionel.
Lionel
Yep.
dancing on the ceiling. That is probably what they put all of that money into that.
Yep.
And mind you, he's coming off of what's that album before then? The All Night Long album.
I think Can't Slow Down or something like
Yes,
that.
Can't Slow Down. So he's coming off that, and then you do Dancing with the Ceiling that came out in '86, the summer '86 year, and that album went what? What was the sales on that album? That album went 4 times platinum over there, and it was a #1 on Billboard. Yeah, they were pushing that, and
So let me tell
unfortunately,
you who was on Motown putting out songs in '87.
oh God,
Uh-oh.
ooh,
All right. So Smokey, as y'all said,
mm-hmm.
Stevie, of course, Stacey Lattisaw,
Oh, she
The
was on Motown.
Temptations, Chico DeBarge, Ronnie DeBarge. We ain't got to the funny yet. I'm saving that for
Okay,
last.
okay.
Lionel Richie, as y'all said,
Mm-hmm.
and Bruce Willis. Respect yourself.
Just stick to the movies and TV.
All right.
Ooh, that shit was bad.
Ooh. Respect yourself.
'Cause that was kind of like, it's funny though, too, though, because I remember El DeBarge said this when he was with his siblings, the DeBarge, that they would never want to shoot the videos for them. He said we could have had videos for I Like It, All This Love, and all those other joints and stuff. But then Barry Go was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and shoot a video for Rhythm of the Night. And L knew back then that was the hit of for him and his siblings and stuff. And then when he did his own album, he was hoping that the song "Someone" was gonna get promoted. He was like, "How can Who's Johnny get so heavy promoted, and the song, "Someone" don't get pushed like the way it does?" Then Barry was on. That's when Barry goes on some Barry bullshit. And it's sad though, and that's what Motown never recovered since he bounced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
since like
We had videos for all those like Elder Barge things, man. Black folk don't give a fuck about Rhythm of the Night. It's cool. But
we don't
that ain't what we if somebody say, ooh, it's a DeBarge night, you ain't gonna get too many people that's gonna say Rhythm of the Night first.
at all.
They might say it in their list,
Right.
but nobody is like, oh, that's that is nobody melanated. And I don't care if you say you do love it and it's your favorite, you are a lie.
And that's the
Which is
sad
a
part
cool
about it.
song, but it's a very commercial song, and that's just don't be most black folk that grew up in the time favorite.
No, no.
Yeah, and get to Stevie. I felt like that maybe Get It probably like the last song that was like the highest chart off that album. I could be wrong.
No,
I think you're right. Let me check.
think you're
I think you're
right.
right though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's weird because like with this album, it seemed like a whole era decline was getting ready to happen and stuff. It's like no matter
Mhm.
how good whatever projects that was out, no matter how good this album was, I feel like this album was cheated than it was supposed to be pushing and brace. And
I
then
agree.
finally it took Elder Bars and say this Barry Gore was on some BS. I say that make a lot of sense because he didn't get the market he was supposed to get coming off a platinum gold selling, group and stuff. So, it's like, yeah, it's just so like that's ridiculous. Gerald Busby didn't do nothing, so
Don't get us on that. Um,
Oh, I think Skeletons probably did better, right?
yeah. And I think
I
it
think,
was his 20th number one R&B hit. Yeah, Final
yeah.
Boy.
yeah,
So
no, yeah. Get It was the last single that charted.
The
yeah,
last
yeah,
single.
The rest
Okay.
of them didn't.
Oh,
yeah.
damn. So
So the
not.
first,
Ooh.
so the first three
Okay.
charted. The last three did nothing.
Didn't. See, they didn't put the right singles off this because right after Skeletons and you got that, I would have definitely threw out which each beat of my heart. I would have threw that out there. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
I
should
like
have
I
that.
liked it better when legacy artists decided, you know what, I'm gonna get in my ballad bag.
Yep.
We give you a couple up tempos, but it's gonna be, and especially in that time, you ain't keeping up with that. Cause for what, you ain't got knees to dance like them kids was dancing. Ain't like them now. They
Right.
just be no, they was, you know.
Sweating down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I truly think, personally, that album could have been marketed more where critics would have talked about that. It's like how we go from, you know, it was like Stevie was on fire all through the 70s, and up until like 85, then it was a cutoff by the time you got to the characters album. I'm like, what went wrong? But like that was like your guy that gave you, top hits, and stuff. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? So, it do make you question, those situations and stuff. And I never understood that. And I'm glad L exposed all that. So it took one person to
All
tell
of
you
them.
the truth.
Mhm.
And yeah, he did stay on that label look too long and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I
Mm-hmm.
was
He
looking
probably
at
got a fair treat with somebody else.
Yeah. I was looking at what the critics said, and the critics kind of where we were at. We're like, this is not Stevie's best work, but it's a fun project, and that's really what all of them. And then one kind of went into like he still put his messaging like, and they were talking about Stevie in the '70s and the songwriting. So everybody was like us, just kind of in the middle.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
nobody said,
absolutely.
"Oh, it's terrible." They just were like, "It's okay."
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
think, yeah, because I think personally, it probably some stuff that was going on behind the scenes. You know, he put out those songs, but you could tell, artist's attitude based on what was going on behind the scenes, besides all the scenes and stuff like that. The direction Motown was changing and stuff. Here with Diana Ross, she was doing good with, I think she's with Columbia. Then Smokey Robinson brought her back to Motown. That was the biggest mistake ever, and nothing did go nowhere. What
Nothing.
he
Not
had
a
Take Me
damn
Higher in the
thing.
'90s. That was it. I like that song, but that was about it. But yeah, that became a joke. And sometimes you can feel like this was like the last hurrah of Stevie, as far as like Billboard wise.
Yeah. 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 And then, to get to Galaxy Paradise, like I said, fun. It's fun. And I think I was like, when you first hear it, I'm like, what in the Parliament Funkadelic is going on here? When it first come in, it's like a damn spaceship. Yeah. Like you get that, you know what I mean? And the Stevie, the stuff he's saying on this, where he was like, what flying saucer did you come in on? I'm like, oh, we're here. Even though I get what he's trying to say, he's like, yeah, we're in a galaxy. Where'd you come from? You're different, and you know what I mean. And it's like, where did you come from? But you're giving me all this love, and we're in this. You're from a galaxy, which is a paradise to him. But again, it was fun. Stevie was just having fun with shit. To be honest with you, it
Yeah.
wasn't. I don't think really he cared for it to sell. You know what I mean? Even though he did $1 million with it, if I'm not mistaken, right? At least it did go
In the
platinum.
States.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was like, okay, you know what I mean? It was what it was. Some of the kids like it, some of the people don't. But hey, it's in some movies or whatever. But this is just, to me, a fun record. You know what I mean? I ain't really got nothing for it. It's just, okay, it's there. I'm like Elise. I feel nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel nothing. It's like, okay, I can,
You know,
bop to it, but that's
I just realized The Boys was on that video, Skeletons, the part where the kid played Stevie Wonder, younger version. He was being bullied, and then and so the kid was kind of like, it was kind of pushing Steve for a little bit, and some of them was staring at, well, okay, all the brothers, it was like a year before their self-titled album came out, self-titled album. Well, the debut album, Message for the Boys. Yeah,
yeah.
so I looked at that out because Taj said in one of the interviews, I went back, I said, dang, they show was in it. It was like a glimpse
Oh shit!
scene.
I gotta go back and look at that.
Yeah, so before the high time phase and all that, yeah, that was there. So this was like, pre Down My Heart era.
Yeah, because they was on Motown too, right?
Yep. Because they just
Yeah,
got signed around that time and stuff. So
yeah, because they album came out in '88, right?
yep. 88. So
Oh,
that album was in the works of
in
making
the
and stuff.
work, so about damn near done. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
they would be in the video. Makes sense. Makes
What
sense.
would make this better?
But
If it was just an actual electric guitar instead of synths. Like they could have kept the other synths in it, but like put a real electric guitar in it. I think it would change
true.
the feel of the song.
Oh
But
wow.
this
Yeah.
really sound like they played it in the max.
Yeah.
It really sound like what, like you said, Jr. I don't know why he act like he said sound like a Super Nintendo. It really do.
Because I'm saved by the
Sound like a
bell.
Sonic Hedgehog game or something like it.
I would like it better if there was one real guitar in there. I think it would
It
hit
would,
me.
yeah. Yeah, I
I
agree.
don't know. I don't know what that would sound like, but I just feel like
That
that's
would be good, like a solo part, like a guitar. You said that would sound nice.
Yeah, because like Elise said, this joint ain't nothing but just synths all over the place and
it's
like
so loud.
effects and different things. And like you said, it would add more, I guess, depth to the record if you added electric guitar to it. You know what I mean? Because Stevie doing everything, he doing the bass, he doing all that, but it just has no growl. You know what I'm saying? And with a song like this, I guess you didn't need that. You know what I mean? So I get it. I get it.
Next.
Crying through the night. I got the blues and I don't know why. Now, this is a song that JR would love, and yes, I love it. I love this record is very emotional for real. Um, it's definitely about it's very blue. You know what I mean? When he's like, I've been crying through the night, tears on my pillow. I've been crying through the night, weeping like a weeping widow from crying through the night. Like, it's very blue. You know what I mean? And it's just like, yo, yes, I'm crying. I got the blues. I don't know why. Yes, I'm crying. I got the blues. I'm so dissatisfied because I've been crying through the night. That's a JR emotional ass record. Like, that's why it's one of my favorites because I can feel it. Like, this is a song that I can feel. You know what I mean? So, this is a favorite of mine because of just of that. You know what I mean? But again, Stevie giving you all the damn sense on this and he giving you piano and giving you drums and like just how Stevie just a damn genius. Like he's a genius. Like
This is a song that I really like, but it's a song I really want to be analog.
yes,
I want a on this particular song, I want a piano and I want acoustic guitar. Yeah. Cause it's so pretty. The melody is so pretty to me.
oh my
And
God,
I see what
yes,
how I got you to listen to In Square Circle. I said, listen to what he's doing with the synths and
yep,
imagine that as the real instrument and you'll see the Stevie in it.
yes,
So
yep,
kind of like that.
yep. But this is very
Well,
1987.
hear the Stevie. Yeah, it is. It's so of the time, and that's not even a diss. It's just it's of the time.
Right, because like you said, if it would have been analog, we would have felt it more. You know what I mean? And it would have came across like it got some weight on it. But again, the production of it all and the times of it all. But like Elise said, the melody just gets you for me. You know what I mean? And lyrically and all that. So yes, it's
Yeah. And
definitely,
I just feel like
a
In Square
favorite of
Circle
mine.
did a better job of mixing
I can
the
agree.
live instruments with the synth. So you're getting both. So it's thick,
Mm-hmm.
but it still has that 80s sound. But
Yes.
I think those records on that album endure better because it was that mix. They don't sound they
Agree.
don't sound like
All right, so we on the last song. You know, Stevie got to do it for us. He gives us the record free, which is for me the sound and the flavor of it is taking you back to that folk that he gave us in Music of My Mind, Talking Book, Perfect Angel with Minnie Riperton. Like Stevie loves folk, as we know. And in this song, he gives that. And this song, the type of song he's given, it's about freedom. You know what I mean? So he definitely gives us that acoustic sound, you know what I mean, for this record. So, I just remember him actually doing this for the Nelson Mandela Freedom Fest when he did this and had everybody behind him and everybody singing and things. He was like, free like a vision. That's the mind of only you can see. He's like, I'm free as a river. Like, this is what we want. You know what I mean? We want to be free. Like, this is what we should be free. In the world that we're living in, everybody should be free. I mean, everybody. Y'all say we're land of the free, right?
Yep. Facts.
But are we? Hmm. And
No.
you again, Stevie, yet again, is writing timeless stuff. We can listen to this song and it relates to what we're going through now. So definitely, this is if you love Stevie and love his musicality and you love his lyrics and you love this is a song that is Stevie. Period. You know what I mean? So definitely coming after crying through the night, you're already emotional as hell, lyrically wise. And then you get to this, and it's like, yes, Stevie, I want to be free. Yes, Lord. You know what I mean? So definitely a great way for him to end the album. So I like the song. So what do you guys think?
I love it. Just so far ahead of its time. It reminded me of how can I put it? It was like the Stevie that we all know. So when it comes to like other substance in his lyrics and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And him going out with the bang of it. And it's crazy though, because I thought to myself, you don't see albums where like a song starts out with a great message and then it ends up with a message anymore. You
Yeah.
don't see that. All right, they just throw anything out there because I can sing just like you. No, you can't. Please stop it. You know, so and I feel like yeah, that could have been a great single, but once again, Motown failed that album.
That's true. That could have been a single too.
Yep, that could have been a
It could have
single. You know, we
been
could have had like 5 or 6 singles. You want what we videos off that album?
from the up. Yeah.
You
But
know,
again, Motown messed this on up for real.
yeah.
They
Thank you,
stumbled on
Barry.
everybody.
You sound
Yeah,
like
thank you,
Mo.
Barry.
Shout out to our sister Mo. Monique. She be like, I hate Barry Gordy.
Man. Yeah, that's the real truth. You know,
I love what he did for my favorite label. I get it. You know what I mean? Like I just, I get it. I get it. But yeah, Stevie to end an album with this, it's like thank you, Stevie. You know what I mean? Like you still representing us. You still giving us a message. You still, like his characters out there, but you also need to have a good character too. You know what I mean? And he does, and he's showing that on this record. You know what I mean? He's speaking for everyone. So I love it. I love it. How much was that? Speaking says, I'm sorry. How much was that vinyl that the characters vinyl you got?
No, $1.
$1? What the hell?
damn.
That again, people sleep. I bet you a lot of the 70s work probably cost so much more than that.
Not in good condition. The album is, but the is poor condition. And it's
But
the
still
gate. The
for a dollar?
gatefold is kind of ripped a little bit. Like
Oh,
see where
okay.
some of the
Yeah.
It's damn.
But still
Shoot, like
for
Rapper News cost more than that. A pack of Rapper News costs more than that. I'm like, good Lord. Wow. They like they treat this album like a side chick or something.
you feel me? Like, yes,
Yeah.
like the hell, like damn.
Damn, that's sad. Like
Yeah.
all the former Motown artists roll over their grave over there. Yeah.
Well, at least since he didn't end it with happy birthday, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, I
They
can't
break me out
wait.
too much.
I can't wait.
it's another song on that album that grates me just as much as Happy Birthday.
Oh Lord.
Otherwise,
the
I pretty
characters
much
of it
like
all.
it. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So we have reached my favorite part of the show, and that's our word song association. So I'm gonna give you some songs, and you tell me from '87, and they're all gonna be either from a male or a male group. And you tell me the first thing that comes to mind, whether it's a word, a thought, a memory, just whatever
Ooh.
comes to mind. All right.
All
Let's
right.
All right. Well, we mentioned it. Smokey Robinson, One Heartbeat.
A great record. That song right there. I grew to like it. You know what I'm saying? To me, when I like this, I'm gonna say this though. I like that song more than what's that one song? Just to see you again. I think it's because they wore the other song out more than this one. To me, I felt like this song don't get a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? I felt like this was kind of like oh god, like a big surge on Smokey Robinson. Because if you notice, like after "Be With You" was like a big single, and everything else was kind of like on decline. Then all of a sudden, it stopped picking back up. As soon as you save that mustache, it is like a whole different Smokey. You know what I'm saying? But One Heartbeat, I like it though because all races could play that record. It's not a black record. It's not a white record. It's an all around record. So to me, it's a classic.
All right. That's JR favorite artist. All right.
You are real funny. You just
Oh,
one heartbeat away from that lie.
all
Yeah.
right. Ooh, this a good one.
Okay.
Isley Brothers, Smooth Sailing Tonight.
Ooh.
Ooh, classic. Classic. You know, that's crazy though. That record don't get talked about. You know, it is weird
And
because it seemed
don't.
like from 72 up to like 83, 84, before Jasmine Isley was even a thing and stuff, you know, that record don't get talked about. And that, you know, it's crazy. We're from like a 6-man band to like 2 or 3 guys in a group and stuff, you know, a great record, you know. And I think people definitely need to dive into it. Because I said this on one of my commentaries. I was like, people didn't start talking about the Isley Brothers again until R. Kelly started writing songs, you know, for Ron and Ernie. And it's funny
Mm-mm.
how people slept on some of those albums. Like, dang, that's a great body of work, but politics, of course.
It's great. And their cheat code was Angela.
Angela. Yes, God. Yes, God.
Miss Angela Winbush wrote
The
and produced the entire album.
the whole
Yeah,
thing.
her pick game is nasty.
Oof.
She wrote
Angela don't get the respect she deserved either.
She does.
No, no. That woman, oof.
Boy. And that stuff she did for Layla Hathaway, the song she did for her debut single. Oh
Baby,
my God.
don't cry.
Baby
Yes,
Don't.
Lord.
She put her foot in that. Woo!
Mm. And then Layla sung it like she put her
Yeah,
foot in it too.
she did. Tore that song apart, though. That's what you
Yes.
call it. There's good songs, and that song you just go off. You know, totally
Yes.
different.
Yeah. All right. Luther Vandross. I really didn't mean it.
You know what's funny? When I posted that song, a handful of people was like, "I know there was a video for it." I'm like, now, as much as you folks tell me that you watch
Ooh.
video song all the time, what the hell
Ooh.
was you at 87? Creeping around, trying to find another job, got some other woman pregnant, can't find a man.
Oh my
You know, I
God.
mean, what was going on in 87? There was a video for it. It was a top R&B, you know, hit. I'm like, come on
I
now.
love
You know
that
what I'm
record.
saying?
I
It was
love
a,
that record.
you know, that was a, you know, that song there, I like it. It ain't like my most favorite. It was more like one of those, okay, you know, let's see if Luther could do it like a pop type of record, you know. And of course, in the 80s, everything was kind of cheesy in the mid 80s, you know what I'm saying? So, but,
I remember I asked Elise a question about this. I remember Chris said you completely shut me completely because I love this record, right? And I said, sis, do you think that this is maybe the precursor of New Jack? She said, hell no.
Yeah,
She said,
John is so smart and such a music mind, but he always find a way to ask me the craziest questions to where I don't even understand how. I'm like, I'm the one that smoke weed, but you act like it.
yeah. And you know what? That video, I really didn't mean it. I would say this, though, like, it's
yeah.
one thing, you got great background singers. And, you know, like, I could tell the sister was into it. But the guy with the blonde hair, I could tell you he was just there. You know, it just threw him in the video.
Shit, Luther and them were just there too, because you could tell this was a cheap ass video. Like,
Yeah.
like this
Luther
was
was,
cheap. They just had them in the studio like they making the record. Like that's how
yeah.
cheap it was. Like, and then you got to even though the white boy probably was he one of the ones on background? Could have been David on the real. Like it could have been him, but I
Could have
gotta
been.
see. But no, because Sissy and all of the girls on this, so no. But yeah, this is a cheap ass video. Like they made it cheap.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, y'all go in the studio, we just gonna press record and y'all do what y'all do and we edit it and make it fun and that's it. Like
And look on Luther's face like, well, here we go, yo. We just gonna
right,
knock
here we
it out
go. right, right.
and stuff, you know. But Yeah, it was a nice song, you know what I'm saying? It's not like my favorite. I think Luther was kind of go through that phase like every artist, like, hey, that's all you do is sing Quiet Storm songs. That's it. That's all you got. And I think Give Me a Reason was more like his let me prove some to people what I could do. Stop to Love and all those other songs and stuff. So Give Me a Reason. I think that was kind of his answer to people and stuff. And I think he did it because Billy Ocean was popping at the time. Did that short period of time. So some guys fall
Yeah.
that.
Hey, JR.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Not too much on Stop to Love. Not too
I
much.
didn't do a thing. I said nothing.
I saw the whites of your eyes, JR, and that's all I saw. Rashad was here. He
I was
seen it.
minding my business.
Do I need to replay the footage? Oh, that beautiful bean footage.
Nothing lasts forever.
Thank you, Rashad. But all right. And this was the year 1987. So you know what I got to end this on. You already know.
Yes.
So he had so many songs in that year. So I'm gonna pick one. Freddie Jackson, I
Yep.
don't want to lose your love.
And who did we talk about that song with? Him.
Well, I want to hear it again.
Yes. So yes, yes.
Just like
Rashad,
Freddie
what do you
music,
like
I
about
want to
that
hear it
song?
again. Just like
Yes.
Freddie's music, I want to hear it over and over.
Yes.
Oh man. I think I almost had a seizure when I was talking about that. It's just like every time I think about that song, I feel like he was like, well, you know what? Since all the song I did was good, that song, let me just sing it, get it out the way. I don't know what's going on with Freddie Jackson, but I really hate that record. I really did. You know, that was not Freddie. You know, like I said, it felt like a Showtime Apollo amateur trying to sing a Freddie Jackson song. That's how it felt to me. I was like, why would Capitol Records in that right damn mind, you know, put that on the album? It didn't need that. You know, we could have had something with that. I mean, you know, you could have got like a Love Me Down type of record or something, but why that? Trash, man. I mean, good Lord,
They can
man.
have all my possessions.
Oh, I remember on the episode I kept saying, scandalize my name.
Yes.
It was so long ago.
Yeah, talk about
coming
that. Oh my
back.
God.
Oh,
I feel sorry for Freddie Jackson. He got set up. Terrible album cover, terrible song. The two things that messed him up. Yeah. He made it up for Doobie again, and you know, it take time for love. Good Lord, that was oh God.
I'm about to say this.
Yeah, that was trash.
Ooh wee.
Oh, 87, man.
Shit, he got a number one from it. So hey.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing.
Yes.
So 87 is interesting also. I'm gonna bring this up because a lot of them got on our charts.
Yep.
Who made it?
Expose, In Excess, Michael Bolton,
Yep.
who else? Is another one I saw.
Human League?
Was that 87?
No, they 88.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was one more I saw. Who the hell was Giorgio? Do y'all remember who that is?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, Boy George. Boy George.
Oh, Boy George.
Boy
Okay.
George. Was like Rob.
Robbie Neville.
Neville, yeah.
Yes, say la vie, say la vie. That's just the way.
And Rick Ashley,
That's life.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God.
So they infiltrated our charts that year.
I love that song, but I could take it seriously just how he carried himself in that video.
Yeah, that was that was 80s. If you ever see the 80s, that video.
Yeah.
It's bad. All of them was bad though.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Ones were bad.
Yeah. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
We didn't get high production value of videos to the 90s when they had them budgets.
Oh,
Yeah,
beautiful budgets.
Beautiful budgets, beautiful 360 deals.
yeah. It's crazy how you can have a great song. That's one reason why Michael Jackson was saying on that Thriller documentary. And I did when they was editing the Thriller short film video.
Mm.
He said the videos out there, no artist they mentioned, but he said the videos is horrible. And he want his videos to be like a story, like a movie type. And I don't blame him. Like if you want something best, you gotta spend and work with the best. Yeah, because 80 has some cheesy, corny moments and stuff. And oh boy, some of the stuff they put on there, yeah, they got away with it, ran.
Mm. Yeah, and when I say the 90s ones, I mean like 97 Bad Boys Trying to Shoot Air. That's when the videos got better.
Yeah,
And got Hype Williams and all that. That's when the videos got significantly better.
Would Elise say if you wasn't Michael, Janet, who else, and somebody else, and you was like, your videos were not great.
yeah. You got like Fritz and a handful of people. Yeah, that's a real truth. Yeah, because some videos will just be cheesy and stuff. And
and
you got some
grainy and oof.
great. Yeah,
You know
I didn't like that.
this is so random, but whose video, even though it was clearly low budget, it still looked classy and tasteful. And it was like Anita Baker's, but they just kept it simple. We'll put a fan with some silk flowing, and we'll just show, not try to do too much. We know we got this little budget, so we gonna do the best we can.
Yeah, that was
And a
like a
few
one
other
take type
artists
of
like that.
video. Yeah, because some of her videos like a kind of like a one take, kind of like a same spot. It might take a couple takes in between. Yeah, huh? Yeah, like that second album, even like the Rapture
Angela
album,
Winbush, like they
as
were
we
real
were
simple, but it was classy.
classic. Yeah,
Mm.
that does make sense. Probably they probably spent on doing like $1,100, $500.
And
Just a
that was for the silk and the fans.
yeah. Like, hey, look, I'm gonna go to the store real quick. I'm gonna get a fan for the video, then we good to go. And
That is
stuff.
terrible.
Well, Rashad, we thank you for kicking it with us. We missed you real
Yes.
bad.
Oh, definitely. And
Yes.
I'm coming back though
You
because
never
I owe you
disappoint.
guys. Oh, you guys,
Yes.
see I thought you do album. Got to talk about that.
Mhm.
Uh, we got to talk about Eric Benet's album. I don't know if anybody did his debut album.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yes. I'm gonna talk
no.
about that.
Oh no, that's fine. You
Yeah, so
you guys,
yeah,
you just gonna
yeah,
have to
you definitely
deal
got
with
to do
me,
that. Yeah, so we
and I
definitely
think
got
y'all
a
like
lot of
that.
catching up to do. Yeah, but I definitely got to
You
come back
stupid.
again because I don't want to be too
Yes.
long like I did last time. But yeah, I'm gonna send out requests again and definitely
Okay.
do some this album so we can pick up where we left off for that first
Oh
album and
yes,
go straight to that
yes.
one.
That'd be awesome. That'd be
Yeah,
awesome. And then I
but
can
I
show
got
my
some things
vinyl
that I
that
got to talk
Mark
about.
got me. Yay.
Yeah. Man, but it's a blessing, man, to be on the show. Every time I've been on a lot of platforms that had a good time, but you both has been on point.
Oh
And
damn.
no offense to certain people, if I'm being interviewed or I'm doing like a review or whatever music or topic, I get good energy from y'all. I think I came back more on your show than any other platform combined.
I see that.
Yeah, you see me getting bored, you know what's
Yeah.
going on.
Rashad definitely do not play when it go on to other people's pocket. And like he
Yeah.
like, look, if this
Yeah.
no,
You ain't the only
Because
person to
I
say
had this
that.
one guy. I had this one guy, no name mentioned. He was interviewing me, and some of the questions he asked me was some silly stuff. And after it was over, he said, "Yeah, but I'm looking forward to be on your show." I'm like, "Never worry in your mind, brother. I didn't share the clips on my show. I didn't do none of that. So nah, brother, you can't speak R&B language without
yeah.
nah, it don't work like that. Yeah."
Yeah, but Rashad, tell folks what you up to, how they can find you, and what you got going on.
Yes.
Big
Okay,
things.
so for those who've been following the RB Talk Show, those who haven't, so right now I'm in production, filming the pilot episodes. I got filmed 13 episodes for Fifth Sun Television. That's on Roku. If you don't have Roku, go on Play Store, type in Fifth Sun. You see like a sun logo. It is right there and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be a 30-minute episode of each. I can't wait to, man. Bring the nostalgia when we grew up on tube TV. And man, I'm excited about that. She got that going on. And plus, I just got my USDA certification badge. So your boy will be in the red carpet, my own boss, put my stuff reserved. I ain't got to ask for no damn body. Say, hey, can I get it? How can I do this? No, I'm certified, and got that
Man.
going on. And plus, I'm definitely got to have you both on my show. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to bring some people in. And then someone's going to be some topics, So,
Oh boy.
it ain't just going to be an
Really?
album. We going to talk about some artists,
So I
So,
can cut up. Yeah.
So we gonna cut the fuck up on my
Yeah.
show, you know what I'm saying? But
Yes.
I gotta give you guys your flowers because watching you drop episodes, when Jared got his own show, doing his own thing, Lisa does her own thing, but collectively you guys like a powerhouse duo, and don't fit
Yes.
to other platforms and stuff, but I have not seen nobody like you both. Y'all don't get off the rails and stuff. You might not agree on certain things, but y'all come together collectively. Y'all
Yeah.
do no clickbait bullshit like some of these platforms be doing. Talk about, yeah, I really think Chris Brown's better than Michael Jackson. Now, come on, cut that shit out. Hell. I mean, stupid, man. And plus, y'all artists, about albums and artists and stuff. You're not put a person down, just some stuff just should not be on the album. And that dress should not be on the album cover. So,
Listen.
yeah, yeah. And,
Like Freddie with
I
his
tell you,
jackets? With that jacket?
yeah, go ahead.
I said like Freddie with that jacket.
Oh, God. That looks
And the
like a jacket for
brooch.
the movie Three Amigos. I swear, when every
And
time
the
I
big
see
brooch.
I
Woo.
cannot.
So I tell to anybody, if you want to be on the show, please, y'all, what I'm saying? Have a clear mind, have fun,
Yes.
and,
That's what it's
bring
about.
their energy. And
Yes.
don't be a over talker and like that because they don't play, So that's all I got to say on that one.
Yes. Well, thank you, brother. We love you. And
Yeah.
we love the rest of our cousins. We appreciate the support.
That's it.
As always, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell an enemy, and everybody else in between about us. And we will catch y'all on the next Catch That. Peace.